What is up, my dudes, and that one girl who's ready for more of the new stuff? I got you, one girl. This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos are coming weekly. Ring that bell, you know when they drop. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on a Cardo communicator or save some money on some Beyond Riders gear or on some Hogworks gear? Then you should definitely check my referral links down below. Want to support me in all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Boom! Then you should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Wonder why I'm asking you for money? Well, next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to a good cause is a link explaining what I do with your money. Get it, got it, cool, let's move on. All right, guys, so today we're gonna be doing some work on the Pan America. The two things we're definitely going to be doing are adding some risers to the handlebars, and I've got some new bags that are going to be going inside the panniers, whatever those things are called, the cases on the bike. One day I'll figure out the name, get it right. Maybe I got it right. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure there's some ADV nerds watching this. But yeah, so I got some new bags that are gonna go into those cases. Mainly I decided to do that so A, things aren't getting smashed around inside the metal boxes when I put stuff in there. And B, so when I go on long trips, I can just pack those bags. They fit in the cases perfectly, or they should fit in the cases perfectly. So I could just lift them out and bring them into my hotel room and leave the actual cases on the bike. You know, all that fun stuff. Like organization, neat and tidy. That's what we're going for. Now for the risers, I'm taking a slightly different approach. Instead of completely replacing the risers that are on the bike, I actually found these adapters that actually just bolt right into the existing riser. And what it's going to do is raise the handlebars a little over an inch and bring them back about an inch. For those of you who watched my video where I did the 500-mile trip, go back and check it out. That is the 4 states, 10 dealerships, 1 day video. One of the things that I mentioned was it felt like I was getting some pain in my shoulders. And actually when the trip was over, I definitely had some pain in my lower back. And that was just from leaning forward and putting a lot of weight on those bars the entire time. I'm hoping with these, it's going to sit them up a little bit further and a little bit back, put me in a little bit more of a comfortable riding position. And we shall see. These were about $40 versus like new risers, which go anywhere from like $150 and above, depending on what brand name you slap on the side of them. So I figure I would take the cheaper option first, make sure it's something I enjoy, maybe somewhere down the line replace them. We shall see. And for those of you ever looking to replace your risers or add some sort of adapter like this, if you have a Pan America, just know that Harley gives you about 2 inches of room on your cables to move your bars up and back. So you can move them up 2 inches and move them back 2 inches at the same time. That's going to max out your cables. Anything past that, you're going to have to replace cables. So keep that in mind if you want to make those adjustments yourself. That is actually why I went for something that was just a little under 2 inches to make sure. Now, some of you might be saying, well, 1 inch, a little over 1 inch, that doesn't make a difference. No one cares about that. Let me reassure you. I checked with your mom last night, and yes, 1 inch does make a difference, and she does appreciate it. But enough of that. Let's go check out the bike. Let's do the bags first, because that's going to be the easier of the two. And then let's take care of these risers, and we'll see how we make out. Let's go. All right, so here we have our cases on the bike. Here we have the bags. As you can see, I have not opened these yet, so I'm hoping they're good. I actually spent a lot of time looking around for bags online. I saw a few options, not a lot. Unfortunately, the Pan America still doesn't have a lot of options out there, but these looked pretty cool. Got them on eBay and they were shipped in from the UK. So let's crack these open and see if they're gonna do the job or not. All right, so here's our bag. Front, side, bottom. It's got some nice little traction on there. At first I was a little nervous because the zipper was around the outer edge here. And I was like, what the hell am I gonna do with that? I'm not gonna be able to access it while it's in the bike. However, then I noticed it does have a top flap up here for full access. All right, so I have all 3 bags out, set up, ready to go. For anyone that might be interested in these bags, they do come in different colors. Like I said, I found them on eBay. I know there was a black version and I think a black and gray version. They are called Great Bikers Gear. Here's the tag. Here's the QR code. So if you're interested, I'm sure you can find it like that. But yeah, what you've got here is 2 small carrying handles. You have your shoulder strap that's adjustable. It's non-removable. Overall, these feel pretty durable. They also feel like they would be weather resistant to a degree. You've got a little side pocket. I think I saw a side pocket on the other 2 as well. You've got this top hatch where you can access everything inside the bike while these are in the cases. And then for this one, like this is the top case. So this actually unzips on both sides. The other 2 I saw unzipped on one side. So either that's just to make them collapsible, or when you get into your hotel, you can lay it on its side like this, open up the top and have full access to what's inside there. But let's get these installed. Let's make sure they fit correctly, and let's go from there. So this is one of my pet peeves about these cases. And I know that it's pretty standard with the ADV cases. You always need a key to unlock them. I would love to have these where you can set them to be locked or unlocked. Honestly, I'd probably leave them unlocked most of the time just for easier access. So any of you ADV bros out there, if you got a lead on locks like that, let me know. I would love to check them out. Now, the other thing that's cool about these cases, and I don't think it's actually talked about enough, the lids are removable and they're very easily removed. There's a little trigger on this side. You push them, comes right off. You got these 2 little retaining straps, you undo those, you're good to go. But if you want to ride without your lids on, you can do that. I don't know what you're transporting, but if you need that little extra room or whatnot, you can do it. Also on the inside of these cases, there are hooks up here, so you can actually put netting up here. I have seen the netting around, but the only place I saw it came with other bags that I didn't want. So I'm still looking for that. All right, so bag 1, we got the strap so it's underneath, because I'm not gonna need that unless I'm actually packing to go somewhere. So yeah, we'll tuck these straps down the side. There we go. Keep that little pocket open because this is just a nice liner to keep things like kind of safe and controlled. So this is the smaller of the 3 pannier bags. So that's gonna go on this side. I've already got some crap in there, so I'm actually going to start using this. It does seem to fit the whole case without being super tight in the case, so I'm digging that. These are cool. Let's get the last one in. Got my rain gear in here right now. Bam. And let's just kind of give you an overhead of what everything looks like. There we go. Bring it back over to this side. No problem. Easy enough. Let's go do the risers now, shall we? Yeah. All right, so here's what we're working with here. They are called rear race. I don't know, man, whatever that sticker says. You get these 4 bolts, you get 2 risers, and that is it. So these, you can see they're kind of contoured. That is meant to sit right in the pocket where your handlebars are currently, so everything locks in nice and tight. Then you run 2 bolts through here into the original cradle, so these are nice and secure. And then you bolt your bars in up top into these 2 holes, and you should be good to go. It should be painless. Now I'm learning a little bit in life. Who says old dogs can't learn new tricks? I remembered to bring my Saddleman tank guard out here. So this is on the tank. Doesn't quite fit perfectly because, well, the Pan America tank is a weird tank when it comes to Harley Davidsons, but this should help prevent any sort of issues where I might drop these bars or something else and it hits the tank, messes up the paint, just a bad day. We don't want to do that, so we're not going to. All right, so let's start by removing these top clamps off the handlebars. Hopefully be able to lay these handlebars down nice and soft on this tank cover. Get the risers in, put everything back on. We're done. Feels like it's starting to rain again. So yeah, we might be getting moist. Oh man, New England, stop with your bipolar weather, come on. Bars are loosened. All right, so we're gonna move the bars away from the handle there. Hopefully we have enough room in the cable. There we go. Try not to scratch anything in the process. Cool. So these should sit perfect like that. You know, let's just get these bolted in. We'll get the handlebars back on. We'll get them in the right position. We should be good. A little bit of Loctite. Tighten those in a minute. All right, so those are tightened, and honestly, like just looking at it before mounting anything else, they look like they belong there. They are a little bit darker black than the actual risers, but overall, I mean, they just fit really nice and they work with the lines. They look like something that came out of the factory, which I'm good with. There doesn't appear to be a top and a bottom to these clamps. I think it's either or, so we'll find out in a second. But yeah, now I'm gonna get them kind of just snug enough where I can kind of set the handlebars and then hopefully tighten it up and be good to go. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Perfect. So when you're setting your handlebars, definitely make sure you're sitting on the bike so you get them in the right position. I like where this is right now. This feels good. All right, so those feel pretty tight. This is nice. I'm actually able to sit up a little bit more. So before I was definitely leaning forward a bit more, or my shoulders were pulling forward more for me to sit up. This is definitely a much more relaxed position. So like I was saying, it brought the bars back about an inch, and it also brought them up about an inch and a half, give or take. So this is comfortable, and I didn't have to do anything to the cables. They have enough slack in them, so there were no readjustments there. I will have to readjust my mirrors and stuff like that because, well, you know, now I have a new position, but nothing that can't be fixed really quick. Yeah, I'm happy with this, and this was a real easy upgrade. I'd say my only complaint is right here, and it's a Harley thing, not an aftermarket thing. Let me show you. So you watched me do this. I removed the clamps, I removed the bars, and then I put them back on, but the black on the bars definitely didn't hold up so well. It looks like we got some scuffing there, and it's not something that easily wipes off. So I would question how durable this finish is on these bars. Harley, do better. And for those of you wondering, right now I have the camera lined up with my face. I am 6'1". I am looking forward, sitting up the way I would be at the handlebar. So this is how I would see my screens. Nothing has been blocked by raising these bars up. I still have a nice full view of everything going on here. So I am completely satisfied with this change. All right, so if you like those risers, I'll leave a link down below in the description of this video, especially if you have a Pan America and you were running into the same issue as me. Like I said, those were like 40, 50 bucks, very cheap, very easy to install. You saw it, it took like 5-10 minutes. The bags, again, those were awesome as well. I can't really leave a link for those because I got them on eBay. Look around, you'll find them. They're out there. But two really cool, simple, easy upgrades that I'm really excited to put to the test. But what do you guys think? How did that look? How do you like it? Is that something that you would do if you had a Pan America? Sound off in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dude you know who's like, I wish I had some more stuff I could do with my Pan America. Let's be honest, it's only one dude because there's not a lot of these out there right now. He loves this stuff, trust me. And I'll see you all on the flip side.